Yes, it was Death Stranding. Uh, I found. Uh, I found an objectives list, and I've been like firing on all cylinders ever since I found the objectives because now it's like so much easier than just fucking remembering everything. It was like almost like oh, Nick's mic is muted. Uh it was like mist. Alright, so I've got replace lost bool. Due to some confusion over the game. Oh yeah, right. Wow. Okay, so it seems like the thing. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. You make me earthquake. There's Nick. That's fine. I'm streaming Disco Elysium on
this might be
Twitch
the
if you're
last snow we
interested.
get. At least I hope so. Snow has
I'm
no teeth
questioning the
in it.
gardener why she
Makes
was
everything
gardening
green up
in
the spring.
March.
At least that's what my grandma always told me.
She's talking about
Think
snow.
about the cute grandma, not the weird snow.
I'm gonna squint my eyes at her at an 83% chance of success.
Look around. What do you see?
Alright. It basically plays like Dungeons and Dragons, Jordan, but except you're trying to solve a case instead of fight a dungeon. And it's got all like these crazy real world political, socio-political themes in it. Kind of like it reminds me of like Papers, Please. If you took like something with the attitude of Papers, Please and made it into Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't even talk about the actual plot of the game or the characters or even the presentation, which is actually one of the more particular and notable elements of the game, the presentation with the voiceover. Not even the way it looks, the way that the game mostly plays through text and you're talked at through a narration of all these different parts of your consciousness, and some parts of them are more elevated than others depending on what you spec into. So like you might have really high perception but really low speechcraft or like something like that, right? And it's like crazy. So many different characters you can make and everything. Let's talk to her about the traffic jam.
And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you. Glad to have been of service. Now you know the locals are keeping tabs on you.
Excuse me? Oh, well, I didn't write it there. Okay.
Huh. Who put my clothes in the trash? I need to inspect the victim's body. I need to suppress my urge to vomit. How do I do that?
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that core.
Oh, I can't look at it. It makes me sick. I gotta buy some kind of helmet or something. What is this?
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Melody.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Pardon? This is not Kuno. Please just stop calling here.
A single beep indicates that you hear the same waiting room music, but no one picks up the receiver anymore. You ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. All you hear is static, but you ring the doorbell. You wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the looks like someone has melted half the plastic off.
Yeah,
the
right.
lighter. You hear static from the you can almost hear them breathe.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges.
It's you. My God.
She must be mistaking you for... Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
He's in and he's out. Now he's in.
Michelle, just... Why did you even call?
3 new characters.
You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
There's a new character. Mm-hmm. Not at all. Digging straight into his sexual preferences.
Ever since I came to...
A spot of...
It's so...
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves. You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. No. Hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to... Silence. No one's home at that fortress accident. Silence. No one answers. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. Silence. No one answers your call. This button looks new.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffiti.
They have live
bullet
TV for
holes,
stuff
and
like that.
An RCM sticker.
No, yeah, they give it to you for free for if you have live TV, that's one thing, but for stuff like that, they give it to you for free sometimes. I don't know if that's one of them. Could I- Yahweh? Yeah, it's all just the same. It's funny though. No, no, literally, it's like all the same, like Abrahamic religion, God, monotheistic. Yeah. Well, yeah, because Jesus is like a human version of that God. Right. Right. Well, Jewish people don't believe that it's embodied anything yet. And then the Christian people believe that it has been embodied in Christ. And the Muslim people believe that that happened, but then also more other stuff happened too. Yeah. But they all acknowledge each other in like a stacking order like that. Right. Yeah, prophet. And then that's why Muhammad was another prophet also. He wasn't God either. Yeah, he was just another prophet.
Good afternoon, officer. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Beaton, my maiden name.
Mm-hmm.
I meant you, the Revachol Citizens Militia, the police. Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunken...
Relax. She meant it in like steel. There.
I would...
That is good to hear.
It happens quickly.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group. Why, yes, I am. Of course there are. We're on an archipelago.
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelagos, while La Caillou, by contrast, is a single.
Okay, if you want to get technical. I haven't seen anyone else drive a...
Actually, that motor carriage has been special. It's for...
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine...
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich. Before you do, it will be pertinent to ask other questions. Gather more...
The boat? No. It is... It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. It's a pleasure craft, a 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. My sloop? I like...
The nonchalance might be related to something called the...
Oh my, the E-word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption?
Detective, may I remind you that Mrs. Messier is a...
Then what does that say? 33A? This old proletarian haunt here? As I said...
She takes...
Okay.
Nothing happens for quite a... It doesn't.
No worries. We can just go back to discuss good.
Is what you want to say, but look at that lady. Take a well-kempt, yet tastefully short, positively statured, while dull orange. These are the kind eyes of the within reason. Now look at you. You misery-clad, you're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too... Yes, you're too ashamed to ask.
As I was saying, If there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines, and that is
The Wild Pines group is one of the original Revishow. She nods.
everything. Right up to, but not, I believe, the official title.
And how are...
Then,
Wait,
now, yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.